Makita is proud to introduce another professional quality power tool designed for precision cutting applications. The SP6000 6.5-inch plunge cut circular saw makes easy work of sink cutouts, floor medallions, and ripping or cross-cutting with little or no splintering. Unlike a conventional circular saw, the SP6000 is designed to be started above the material and plunge into and through it. As downward pressure is applied to the active saw, it will continue to plunge to its maximum depth before cutting horizontally. The SP6000 is loaded with a variety of features, giving this tool incredible versatility and performance. While holding the SP6000, you'll notice the comfort of the large 2-finger trigger, the elastomer-coated ergonomic rear handle, and the elastomer-coated front handle. This will help minimize strain and vibration on you, the user. Located above the trigger switch is the plunge release. To activate the plunge feature, press the plunge release, pull the trigger, and plunge to its maximum depth. Then push the saw forward to make your cut. The SP6000 is designed to make a 2mm scoring cut to prevent splintering along the cut line. To use this feature, simply press the depth stopper so that the blade will only plunge to 2mm. After scoring the material, release the depth stopper and make a full depth cut through the material to complete the job. The SP6000 uses precision machine magnesium for the blade case, gear housing, and base. Located on the front and rear of the base plate are the bevel adjustments. Dual thumb screws ensure that the tool can be securely adjusted to any angle with no risk of slippage. The SP6000 has a bevel range of -1 to 48 degrees, with positive stops at the most commonly used angles of -1, 22.5, and 45. Directly behind the bevel adjustment is the depth stopper. By undoing the thumb screw and moving it along the graduated scale, you can set the saw to plunge to an exact depth. This means that a cut can be made to the exact required depth and underlying material will not be damaged. Blades can be locked in position for quick changing by engaging the locking lever located at the top end of the depth adjustment. The back end of the motor housing has a flat design to stabilize the tool during blade changes. The hex wrench is conveniently located in the auxiliary handle. The externally accessible carbon brushes make for quick and easy replacement on the job site, meaning less downtime for the end user. Sawdust is efficiently exhausted through the ejection port at the rear of the blade case. Using the included adapter, users can easily connect to standard vacuum hoses, ensuring a clean work environment and easy cleanup. Makita has loaded the SP6000 plunge cut circular saw with state-of-the-industry electronic and mechanical features that make it a tool even the most demanding user will appreciate. The soft start feature ensures that when engaged, the motor builds up speed over a period of 1 to 2 seconds. This eliminates startup shock caused by a rapid increase in speed, ensuring that the tool will not jump out of position. The variable speed control dial, located on the left side of the handle, allows users to set the saw at the desired speed. This is a necessity when cutting dense wood, plastic, or non-ferrous metals. Once the SP6000 has achieved the desired speed, the constant speed control feature maintains the RPM level even when cutting dense or thick materials, ensuring a smooth, steady cut every time. The electronic overload protector prevents excessive current from burning out the tool's motor. When abnormal load is put on the tool's motor, the electronic overload protector automatically reduces the amount of current going through the motor. Finally, the mechanical brake stops the blade of the SP6000 when the trigger is released. This makes the SP6000 a very safe tool for users of all ability. Before using the SP6000, review all safety and operational instructions located in the instruction manual provided with each tool. If your instruction manual is missing, please visit makita.ca to download a copy. Also, check the tool to ensure that all pieces are present and in good working order. If any parts or accessories are missing, please contact your nearest Makita Factory Service Center for more information. To begin, mark your measurements on the material. Then, lay the guide rail on the material with the rubber edge directly on your marks. The rubber tracks on the bottom of the guide rail will prevent it from shifting when the tool is placed on the rail. If a more secure grip is required, simply slide the clamps into the T-slots on the bottom of the guide rail and tighten them against the workpiece. Once the guide rail is in position, place the SP6000 onto the track and push the slide lever into position. This will prevent the saw from falling out of the track when making bevel cuts. The saw should slide freely and smoothly along the length of the track. Tension against the track can be adjusted by turning the two dials located on the left side of the base plate until the desired tension is achieved. This is particularly useful when starting a cut from an exact point, as the cut can be started without the risk of shifting. The ability of the SP6000 to make a preliminary scoring cut ensures that your work remains splinter-free and that no touch-ups are required. This is particularly important with materials that are easily splintered. Some examples are veneered materials, paneling products, melamine, and pine. To make a splinter-free cut, put in the depth stopper located opposite the trigger. This will limit the plunge to 2 mm. After the preliminary pass has been made, retract the depth stopper and make a second pass with the blade at the required depth. By setting the plunge depth 1/16 of an inch deeper than the material thickness, you will minimize splintering and chipping on the bottom of the material. With the SP6000, you no longer have to cut through the reverse side of the material to avoid splintering. The SP6000 does the work for you. Bevel cuts are easily made by loosening the thumb screws located at the front and back of the base. Once loosened, you can set the saw to any angle within the 0 to 48 degree range quickly and easily. Tighten the thumb screws before operation to lock in at the desired angle. To make repetitive bevel cuts at commonly used angles, adjust the positive stop lever for 22.5 and 45 degrees. To obtain a -1 degree bevel, push in the positive stop lever located between the base and the motor housing. This lever also acts as a positive stop for 0 degree bevels. The precision bevel cutting system ensures that the cutting line always remains in the same position regardless of the bevel angle. There is no need to adjust the position of the saw to compensate for a shifting cut line. This saves you time and money by making your setup easier and reducing wasted materials. If a cut to an exact point is required, set the guide rail along the cut line and align the indicator mark on the rear part of the blade case with the start point of the cut. Activate and plunge the saw to its maximum depth and push forward until the indicator mark at the front of the blade case aligns with the stop point mark. Release the switch and retract the saw and allow it to stop before moving the saw. Notice the indicator marks on the bottom of the blade case. These marks show the outer limits of the blade. To change the blade on the SP6000, release the plunge mechanism and depress the tool. At the same time, rotate the locking lever to the open position. The arbor of the blade is then locked in the window of the blade case for quick and easy access. Remove the hex wrench from its convenient storage location inside the auxiliary handle, and turn the saw onto the flat side of the motor housing. While depressing the shaft lock located on the opposite side of the blade case, use the hex wrench to undo the bolt and outer flange on the blade arbor. When the bolt and outer flange have been removed, the old blade can then be removed from the blade case. The new blade can be inserted in the blade case and the process reversed in order to secure the blade. Ensure that the circular arrow on the blade case matches the rotation of the blade. Before proceeding, check that the blade is secure and not loose. When the blade has been secured, engage the plunge mechanism once again to disengage the locking lever and return the blade to its retracted position. To replace the carbon brushes, just undo the brush cover, remove the brushes, and replace as necessary. The wear line on each brush will indicate when changing is required. The SP6000 can make a close-to-wall cut of just 11/16 of an inch, meaning that cuts can be made in smaller spaces than ever before. As standard equipment, the SP6000 comes with a 6.5-inch 48-tooth carbide-tipped blade, a guide rule, and a vacuum hose adapter to enable the attachment of an 1.25-inch vacuum hose. Other available accessories include guide rail clamps, guide rails in both 55 and 118-inch lengths, a bevel guide, 28 and 56-tooth carbide-tipped blades, guide rail carrying cases, a dust bag, and a plastic carrying case. Clamps which slide into the track to grip the material from underneath. These items attach quickly and easily, ensuring you always have a stable, reliable platform on which to work. Guide rails are available in 55 and 118-inch lengths with optional carry cases to ensure that the rails are protected during storage or transit. The bevel guide makes cutting on angles simpler than ever before. Simply insert the bevel guide into the guide rail and adjust it to the required angle. Then, butt the bevel guide up to the edge of your board and line up your starting point with the rubber edge of the guide rail. If necessary, secure the guide rail with clamps and add the SP6000 to begin cutting. The rubber feet of the guide rail can be quickly replaced to ensure that you always have a stable, reliable platform on which to make your cut. A 28-tooth wood and 56-tooth aluminum blade are also available for specialty applications. The optional dust bag provides efficient dust collection to keep your work environment clean and minimize airborne dust particles. The plastic carrying case provides convenient storage for the SP6000 plus its accessories and helps protect the tool during transit. Any of these accessories can be purchased through an authorized Makita Canada dealer or through any one of our 14 factory service centers located in major centers across the country. With the SP6000, Makita Canada has introduced a tool capable of performing a wide range of functions that once took a variety of tools to perform. The SP6000 is a combination circular saw, table saw, and panel saw all in one and can make compound miter cuts. From the lightweight magnesium housing to the ergonomic non-slip rubber grip and the precision bevel cut to the splinter-free cutting, the SP6000 is destined to become a favorite amongst end users. Log on to www.makita.ca for more information and to find out where you can buy this tool today.